part of the Toy Biz Lord of the Rings Return of the King movie action figure line. This is a 6-inch scale action figure, and it just looks great. They were part of the warring armies in the big battle. You've seen these guys, basically foot soldiers, but visually just looks so dynamic and great. It carries a bow, which does have a string, and has a holster here and 3 arrows, but I only got one because the other 2 broke. The plastic was soft and I had it in storage, so that happened. It does have a wooden sword as well. And just, if you look at this character, and it's super articulated, and it's a 6-inch scale figure. I mean, it's just great. Just the details of this character, just the visual style here, all the unique sculpting details that went into producing this character. One thing I really like in this figure that looks incredible is if you look at the hands, when you make it a fist, it has kind of like a shell type design to it. See that? Just a nice little detail on the hands there as a weapon. And even though it has a plastic skirt here, which you think would get in the way of articulation, you really don't, because the legs can go around it. And as you'll see in the articulation points, the costume style and the coloring and the sculpt detail kind of looks like a tribal warrior. And you can see it here, all the little details here. Look at that, like bones there in style. You can see it, the way the mask and the face looks in style and paints. The head articulation is limited. You can't do too much due to the harness, but can move a little bit. Even though it has an upper harness here, it doesn't get in the way of the ball jointed shoulders up and down, side to side. Has a double articulation point at the elbows. It has an articulation point here right above the gauntlet area, and you can see the sculpt detail. The hands, the 4 fingers on each hand, do close. The wrist, in and out. I mean, same with the other wrist. Upper body, articulation point here, but there's no ab crunch. The lower half, side to side, and it can go up and down. It does have double knee articulation. Does have a cut right here above the boot. The feet as well, up and down, and toe articulation. When you see the articulation points here, later on in the Lord of the Rings line, Toy Biz was really making what could be said as Marvel Legends style articulation, super articulated. You look at the articulation of a Marvel Legend and this figure, it's just about the same thing, made by the same company. So it is that detailed, and these figures were under $10 back then. They were like in the $8 range. You really got a lot of value for your money. Lord of the Rings figure just looks like a great warrior figure, and just the style, as I said before, it just looks great. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later. You wouldn't happen to have found a ring nearby. It's a gold ring, has some detailing on it. It's pretty valuable. If you happen to find it, just give me a call and I'll gladly take it off your hands.